Ncert. Class 7. English. Chapter 1. 3 questions. Questions and answers from page number 10. Question 1. Why did the king want to know answers to 3 questions? Answer. The king wanted to know the answers to the 3 questions because he thought that he would never fail once he knew the answers to the questions. Question 2. Messengers were sent throughout the kingdom. I. To fetch wise men. 2. To find answers to the questions. 3. To look for the wise hermit. 4. To announce a reward for those who could answer the questions. Mark your choice. Answer. Messengers were sent throughout the kingdom to announce a reward for those who could answer the questions. Questions and answers from page number 14. Question 1. Complete the following sentences by adding the appropriate parts of the sentences given in the box. 1. Many wise men answered the king's questions. 2. Someone suggested that there should be a council of wise men. 3. Someone else suggested that the king should have a timetable. 4. The king requested the hermit. 5. The king washed and dressed the bearded man's wound. But the bleeding would not stop. To answer 3 questions. But their answers were so varied that the king was not satisfied. And follow it strictly. To help the king act at the right time. Answer. 1. Many wise men answered the king's questions, but their answers were so varied that the king was not satisfied. 2. Someone suggested that there should be a council of wise men to help the king act at the right time. 3. Someone else suggested that the king should have a timetable and follow it strictly. 4. The king requested the hermit to answer 3 questions. 5. The king washed and dressed the bearded man's wound, but the bleeding would not stop. Answer the following questions, page number 14. Question 1. Why was the king advised to go to magicians? Answer. The king was told that in order to decide the right time for doing something, it was necessary to look into the future. Since only magicians could do so, he was advised to go to magicians. Question 2. In answer to the second question, whose advice did the people say would be important to the king? Answer. The second question also got varied responses. As answer to this question, some said that the people most necessary to the king were his counselors. Hence, their advice would be the most important. Others said that the priests were the most important. A few others chose the doctors. And yet others said that his soldiers were the most important. Question 3. What suggestions were made in answer to the third question? Answer. In answer to the third question, some said that the most important thing was science. Others said fighting, and yet others chose religious worship. Question 4. Did the wise men win the reward? If not, why not? Answer. No, the wise men did not win the reward. As he got very different answers to his questions, the king was not satisfied, and therefore, he chose not to give the reward to anyone. Question 5. How did the king and the hermit help the wounded man? Answer. When the king and the hermit saw the large wound on the man's stomach, the king washed and covered it with his handkerchief. Since the blood did not stop flowing, he redressed the wound until it stopped bleeding. When the man felt better, he gave fresh water to him. Then, with the help of the hermit, he took the wounded man into the hut and laid him on the bed. This is how they helped the wounded man. Question 6. Who was the bearded man? Answer. The bearded man, an enemy of the king. The king had put the man's brother to death and had also seized his property. That is why he wanted to take revenge on the king. 2. Why did he ask for the king's forgiveness? Answer. He had come with the intention of killing the king. When he left his hiding place, the king's bodyguard recognized him and thus wounded him. He managed to escape, but would have died if the king had not taken care of him and dressed his wounds. Ironically, he was saved by the very person whose life he wanted to take. That is why he asked for the king's forgiveness. Question 7. The king forgave the bearded man. What did he do to show his forgiveness? Answer. The king forgave the man. He showed his forgiveness by telling him that he would send his servants and his own doctor to look after him. He also promised to give back the man his property. Question 8. What were the hermit's answers to the 3 questions? Write each answer separately. Which answer do you like most, and why? Answer. In answer to the first question, the hermit said that there is only one time that is important, and that time is now. It is the only time when one has any power to act. The hermit answered the second question by saying that the most necessary person is the person you are with at a particular moment. This is because no one knows what will happen in the future and whether we will meet anyone else. The hermit's response to the third question was that the most important thing is to do good for the person one is with. This is because all are sent into this world for that purpose alone. All the answers are linked to each other and have their own significance. Question 1 from page number 15. Match items in list A with their meanings in list B. A. B. I. Wounded. Got up from sleep. 2. Awoke. Give back. 3. Forgive. Small patches of ground for plants. 4. Faithful. Severely injured. V. Pity. Pardon. 6. Beds. Loyal. 7. Return. Feel sorry for. Use any 3 of the above words in sentences of your own. You may change the form of the word. Answer. A. B. I. Wounded. Severely injured. 2. Awoke. Got up from sleep. 3. Forgive. Pardon. 4. Faithful. Loyal. V. Pity. Feel sorry for. 6. Beds. Small patches of ground for plants. 7. Return. Give back. Question 2. Each of the following sentences has 2 blanks. Fill in the blanks with appropriate forms of the word given in brackets. The underscore said that only fresh evidence would make him change his underscore. Judge. Answer. The judge said that only fresh evidence would make him change his judgment. 2. I didn't notice any serious underscore of opinion among the debaters, although they underscore from one another over small points. Differ. Answer. I didn't notice any serious difference of opinion among the debaters, although they differed from one another over small points. 3. It's a fairly simple question to underscore, but will you accept my underscore as final? Answer. Answer. It's a fairly simple question to answer, but will you accept my answer as final? 4. It isn't underscore that underscore should always be the mother of invention. Necessary. Answer. It isn't necessary that necessity should always be the mother of invention. V. Hermits are underscore men. How they acquire their underscore no one can tell. Wise. Answer. Hermits are wise men. How they acquire their wisdom no one can tell. 6. The committee has underscore to make Jagdish captain of the team. The underscore is likely to please everyone. Decide. Answer. The committee has decided to make Jagdish captain of the team. The decision is likely to please everyone. 7. Asking for underscore is as noble as willingness to underscore. Forgive. Answer. Asking for forgiveness is as noble as willingness to forgive.